Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video I'll be answering the question, is the Redmi A3 or A3X better? Let's begin. So as you can see, I have the GSM Arena site opened. It will let us compare basically all the specifications of said smartphones. On the left we have the Xiaomi Redmi A3, while on the right we have A3X. Starting with the price, as you can see currently you can buy the A3 on Amazon for about £75, while the A3X for 102. Now you may think that this is due because maybe the newer release date, but in the end, as we'll soon discover, the A3X should be by default the budget phone. However, my guess is that they just stopped producing it, or they didn't produce it enough, and the price kinda went up even though it shouldn't. But let's ignore it for now and let's keep going. You will see that these phones, maybe because they were released as part of one family of the phones, are very similar. Well, they have slight difference in size, though it's not in size, in weight, with the A3 weighing a little bit more than the A3X, though the difference of 8 grams is, I can't do math, of 6 grams is basically non-existent, so don't worry about that. Then we have the glass back, or like the silicone polymer back made from eco leather, and I actually can showcase you this because I have the A3 right here, and as you can see we have this little eco leather, which is a pretty interesting design choice. Like, it definitely has its advantages, and if you're like kind of the guy who likes the look of your phone, and if you're not for some reason using the cases, then well, the A3 is much better in that case. Anyway, let's keep going. As you can see, the display is almost exactly the same, and the platform is a bit different. And here are the biggest differences, because the A3 has indeed a better processor than the A3X. You can see that it has octa-core, which consists of 2 different quadruple cores, as I guess, because there is 2.2 by 4 and 4 by 1.6. So if we add it up to 1.8 times 8, it will add to more power, which we'll see in a moment when we'll switch sides from GSM Arena to the Versus.com. The main cameras are basically the same, and both of these phones actually support HDR, so that's probably the mistake on the side. And lastly, there is the memory options, because as you can see, the A3 has more RAM options, including the 6 gigs RAM version, which the A3X just simply does not support, because it should be, in theory, more budget-friendly phone. And if we scroll down, we should see the comms and connections. As you can see, the A3 has more connections. It supports NFC, for example, while the cheaper version does not. And the A3X also has a lower version of Bluetooth, which is definitely unfortunate to see. And that's about all in terms of the differences. The differences is basically the price. As you can see, by default it should be £75. However, currently I'm just guessing it is not available to buy it from like official store, so people are reselling it for a bit more expensive than the A3, which for me is pretty stupid, because once again this phone, which technically is cheaper, is better than A3X. And in order to showcase you that, let's switch sides to the Versus. As you can see, we begin with the points system, and the difference is not that big. However, the Redmi A3 does win, and if you scroll down, we'll see that it is indeed winning. So as you can see, the A3 has more memory. Of course, if you buy the more expensive version of it, the CPU is it's basically 21% faster on the A3. The Wi-Fi version is also better, and the Bluetooth version is also better, and you basically have a nice list of all the features. So overall, I would say that indeed the Redmi A3 is better than A3X. And if you are wondering if you should buy one of these phones, I would definitely recommend the A3 over the A3X. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you found it useful, please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.